most of the night. What kind of changed in the third for you all?
Yeah, I think we let our foot off the gas a little bit. Didn't get enough shots to the net, didn't get enough ozone time. Flicking pucks out of the D zone and just kind of trying to weather the storm. But good teams will make you pay like that. We got to come out in the third, and stick to our same game that got us there. Play in the ozone and kind of kill the clock that way rather than sitting back, letting them attack the whole time.
I know he came back there at the end, but tough to see Dylan like that and not even get a penalty on the play.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't see the play, so I'll have to check it out. But, he's tough. He comes back, and, unfortunately we didn't win. But, he's a warrior out there. He's going to the hard areas, and, hopefully he's good.
You guys seem to be getting a little more 5-on-5 offense as of late. What's been working in that area? Is it more of the execution turning out, or what do you see from that?
Yeah, execution, getting more pucks on net, getting bodies to the net. Finney's goal is a good screen. Goalie can't see it. The other ones are kind of the same thing. There's some bodies in front, and I think it's a little bit better, but we definitely have more than that. We got to find a way to finish off those games when we're up by 2 in the third, and good teams win those games, so we got to keep working to get to that point.
Alex, you guys haven't had a home game since the month of January. What was it like getting back in front of this crowd tonight?
Yeah, for sure. They were loud, they were ready. It was definitely fun to get back here, and hopefully we give them a little bit better on Friday.
You guys think you got a little too cute when you had the power play opportunities?
No, not really. I think we were moving it around. Got a couple good chances at the end there. I think it's another day those go in. So I don't think it was too cute. I think we were working it around pretty good and took the shots available and just didn't go in.
Does this disrupt any kind of momentum that you guys have had?
No, I think we come back ready to play on Friday. Stuff happens. We got 1 point out of it. It wasn't a total failure, I guess, and come back and get 2 points on Friday.
Felt like you guys maybe sat back a little too much in the third. What did you see in that period?
Yeah, a little bit maybe. I think, obviously I didn't think they had much going on in the first or the second. I thought we played 2 really good periods, and then in the third just kind of stopped playing, and they hurt us.
Ray, what can you guys learn from a loss like this?
I mean, you got to be able to close games down, and having a 3-1 lead coming into the third, we should be able to do that. We didn't do it tonight, so we got to be detailed. It's so tight this time of the year, and we know it better than anyone. So, every point's a big point.
Lucas, is it a matter too of just figuring out how to push back earlier because they were pressing right from the start of the get-go of the third?
I think we know what we need to do. I think it's it's not very complicated. It's about keep playing the way we did in the first and the second, and obviously, minimize our risk without stop playing. We still got to play our game, and if we copy that first and second, we might even score a fourth one. So we know what to do. It's just about executing it.
A couple games in a row now, you guys have gotten the early 5-on-5 offense. You feel like is that something you've started to figure out a little bit more lately? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, it's big in our game. Obviously, we have a good opportunity on the power play to kind of win the game late. So we got to work on that and especially execute. I thought we had some really good looks, but couldn't finish it. So it's really good that we're scoring 5-on-5, but we need to get going 5-on-4 as well.
Lucas, you know what's coming up the next couple of days with the trade deadline. Do you guys in here have any sense of what could happen or should happen or will happen?
No. Obviously it's kind of a crazy time of the year, especially these two, 3 last days, right? Every team in a good spot wants to improve, and I think we're no different. We want to improve our team and get ready for a big 20 games here, and then heading into the playoffs.
Todd, you guys have been so good when leading after 2 periods this season and 1-goal games. What changed tonight for you?
Well, we didn't stay aggressive. I thought we played 2 games. We kind of played the first half of the game, and then we played the second half. First half was excellent. We were aggressive. We were direct. A lot of pucks went to the net, and we were able to get stuff back. And maintain some ozone time. And then in the second half of the game, we started pulling up and playing cross ice too much. It never went to the net. They defended well and defended easier than they had to in the first. It came back to bite us. And 2-goal lead, you can't sit back. We thought we were going to check our way to the, to the points, and it ended up costing us. So it better be a lesson learned.
Todd, that was what I was going to ask. Is this a good reminder of how much more intense games are this time of year? I mean, Vegas is fighting for something as well. And finding a way to push back earlier in the third, because they came out pressing right away.
Yes, to all of that. It is tougher at this time of the year. And again, our starts haven't been the best all season. It was a good start for us, but we just didn't sustain it. And I thought we lost a little momentum on the power play. Our best power play was the last one, where we were desperate because the clock was ticking down, and we attacked it like we were desperate. The others, we weren't, so that took a little wind out of our sails as well.
That's what I was going to ask you, Todd. The power play, you had enough chances, especially the one late there. Was it just a matter of not being aggressive enough on the earlier power plays?
Well, we didn't win many face-offs, so we had to go 200 feet for a lot of it, and then they're a real good team that stands, so we had to go work for the puck, and we didn't win many of those battles, so it was just into their zone, try and get possession, dump it out. And then when we got possession, we were hesitant to want to shoot. I don't know if we didn't see what was there, but it didn't have the urgency it needed to have to be successful. At least in my opinion, the last one with 2.5 minutes left, whatever it was, looked way different than the first three, in my opinion.
When Dylan went down there late in the third period, it was almost reminiscent of an injury he suffered a couple of years ago, but thankfully he was able to come back. Is everything all right on that end? And how frustrating was it to maybe not see what could have been an obvious penalty called there, even though you were on the power play at the same time?
Yeah, it's, to your first part of the question, Dylan's sore, I'm sure. Sore and obviously not very happy with the outcome, so he'll get looked at by the training staff right now, I'm sure, and we'll get an update, but he was able to come back and play, which is a good sign.
Todd, no matter what happens between now and Friday at 3 o'clock, are you at least looking forward to that the narrative changes then, that there isn't talk of help coming or not help coming, if that matters at all to change the narrative of this time of the year?
Well, we're one of 32 teams, and everybody's living it. It's almost like Christmas. Everybody marks it on their calendars when the league schedule comes out. It's a major day, and people are broadcasting, across Canada. Let's take the afternoon off and find out what's going on. Like, it's become way too much of a spectacle, in my opinion. But as far as the narrative goes, I don't sense that our guys are anxious or uptight or any of that stuff. We've been pretty focused since we've come back. We played some good hockey, some indifferent hockey, a bit of it tonight. So I don't sense that with our group. So, once Friday goes by, we just keep on marching, and that's all we can do.
I don't know how you can answer this, but a year ago you were in a similar spot and no major moves. This year you're in an even better spot, and do you feel like you've earned more of a chance to get help?
Well, it doesn't take a trade deadline to get help, so it doesn't do that. And I know what you're asking me, and I know that our management team, the whole group of them, the coaching staff and the players are always trying to work to get better. And it doesn't just happen on Friday, March 6th. It happens throughout the year. And I know if there's something that's available that will help us now and in the future, that Steve and his staff will look at it, consider it, and evaluate it. And if it makes the Red Wings better and we can move forward, then I'm sure they're going to react to it. And if not, he'll be very smart, very intelligent, and make the right decision.